Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pro Crastinators podcast. I'm the best guy ever. Oh, who's in the rapscallion crew today? It's, no, it's Give and Take. What's up?
Hi, it's me, the host of the show. I'm the main attraction. The guy who can fire you all with a moment's hand wave.
His managerial powers are unparalleled. We've got Ben Saint.
Who?
Don't ask me.
Sorry, I'm sorry. What?
I'll never
I thought
tell.
we killed him.
Tom Oliver, welcome again.
Did you know that I have a long-running podcast series on my Patreon? 23 episodes so far and more. New one every week. New I Am Games video coming out like in 3 days. Probably out by the time you hear this.
Hey.
Go give me money and watch. My spine is back. My will is back. Everything is back. Back puns. Get it? I'm back. Let's do it.
Tom pulled off an epic Zandatsu, stealing and crushing those electrolytes from his enemies, and now he's stronger than ever.
Yes, it was fucking great. That's what I have to do tomorrow. I'm going in for a post-op tomorrow, and I have to crush my surgeon's spine and get the electrolytes to finish the
You can only
process.
graduate if you show that your spine is stronger than his.
Yes.
What else have we got? Mage, of course. Mage is here. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Pokemon, am I right, guys? I want to talk about it.
T-minus 5 days. When you hear this, it will be out, I think.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it
for
up.
1 second
Holy
and say that I was so mad yesterday on Twitter. I saw that the trending hashtag was like, thank you Game Freak. And I just thought that was so vile.
Okay.
So utterly loathsome.
Well, they
I
did
don't
some
care.
things.
They're a fucking business. They do not deserve your love. If you like their products, cool.
Wait,
okay.
Whatever. Let's celebrate.
What possibly
Let's celebrate
could've
how much
prompted that?
money they extracted from us.
There was the inevitable backlash because everyone was mad at Game Freak for fucking up the national decks. But now that that dust has settled on that, people are now swinging in the other direction. Like,
They
"Maybe
fucked
we
it
were
up and
kinda
ruined
mean."
everything. But they're giving us a new game though. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you,
Well, they
Master.
didn't
Can I
ruin
have another,
everything.
please?
Look,
thank you for.
Look, Ben. They cut Scissor. All right, they fucking cut Scissor from the fucking game.
Thank you for only belting
Brunswick
me
is
across
still
the
in
face
there.
23 times instead of the traditional 24, sir.
Everybody, let's clap, consume product, and then consume
Yay.
next product.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Okay, but Mega Gigantamax Gengar is really funny
Is he?
looking.
Let me
and
look.
I
I
like
didn't-
that. He's
I didn't
really
see.
funny.
mean-
Google it. Let's find an image. He's like
What
doing
the
that
fuck?
thing where he's like in the ground like Mega Gengar, but like only the top half of his mouth is like open like a big
What?
cave in front of you. Can you link that if you have it there,
fuck?
Ben? It's sick. It's totally dope.
No.
I'm just ignoring all of that, and I'm just like, Corviknight.
Please look at
Corviknight's
this
cool.
Gengar.
I'm sticking to my guns. Still, Corviknight is badass and is one of my favorite Pokemon already. So
I don't even remember who Corviknight is. Which one?
Corviknight's the fucking
it's a
emo
new
dark
crow.
goth bird.
It's the goth.
Oh,
It's
of
the
course. That's
Victorian
right.
Dark Souls bird.
Yeah,
Isn't it weird when they present like Corviknight was
Bloodborne.
like first introduced, and we all thought pretty cool, but that's like the third evolution of the line, and it feels weird to me that they introduced the like third evolution before we ever saw the first or second
Because
form
they know
that are
that the
just
third
that, but
evolution is the
smaller.
only good one in the line.
I think
That's
it's
true.
probably
That's
because
true.
they like doesn't like Corviknight like do something in the lore of this
It's used as, like, a
world
transport
Yes.
bird,
like
I
all
think.
over the place.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's a taxi bird.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know.
So
Okay, fair enough.
Gigantamaxing and
Fair enough.
Dynamaxing are like different things, right? Because I
Correct.
see
Wait,
a
what's
Dynamax
Dynamaxing?
Gengar, and I'm assuming this is a
shit.
Dynamax.
No, wait. Dynamaxing is making the Pokemon big. Gigantamaxing is when they
Yeah.
have a specific form.
Because I
or
see
when
a
they
giant
get
Dynamax
correct?
Gengar,
Oh.
but he doesn't look any different from normal. So I'm not seeing what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what
Certain
the fuck?
Pokemon can
Yeah.
Gigantamax, which is when they get a different form.
Dude, I'm searching for this right now, and I actually cannot find the image I was looking at yesterday. Yeah, that's just Big Gengar, but that's not what I was looking at. There was one with Gengar's mouth like
was
hanging
it a
open.
fan edit? Was this not real?
No,
Have you been
it was-
duped?
It was 3D models. Oh, I mean, okay, that's really cool, but that's not what.
That
okay,
looks
I will,
funny as well.
I'll get back to you. I love that. Gengar is a hilarious, great boy, and I'm way into him. But
I'm
whatever.
just
I'll
getting
get back
my
to you.
fucking Tyranitar. If he's in this game, I haven't checked. He's gonna get fucking
He
Gigantamax.
is in the
His
game.
Name
Tyranitar
is,
is in
Gojira,
the game.
and that's the only reason I'm buying this game.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
There was a thing I was thinking the other day, like, some of these new Pokemon look pretty good. Corviknight, nice looking design. such a shame that it's in a Pokemon game. You know, like that was my first thought. Like, what a shame that all these like nice designs are in a game that sucks, and I don't like.
Damn, Gib with the harsh.
And I'm
truths.
not saying that. I'm not saying that because like I'm a bandwagon. Pokemon sucks because of this or that. I just haven't liked Pokemon since Emerald. So, you know.
I was very critical of Sun and Moon as well. Sun and Moon had tons of stuff
Well, actually,
that
no.
infuriated me.
Sun and Moon was a nice little thing, but that was like
In
the
some ways it
first
was
time
good.
I'd played Pokemon for like 10 years or something.
I gotta say, okay,
I've been playing
I have
it
not
steadily.
seen this before.
I don't know.
Surfetched is fucking awesome. It's the evolution of
What is this?
Farfetch'd. It's so good.
With the really long fucking leak.
Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
Farfetch'd finally got an evolution,
super
which it
solid.
desperately needed.
I can't wait for him to come out in Pokemon Go so I can just look at him, which is all he's good for.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in Pokemon Sword, Farfetch'd. I think.
I'm getting Sword of. So let's just go down the line. Let's self-segregate as we like to do.
Shield,
Sword Boy,
Pony.
Sword over here. Shield. Mage.
Pony,
You guys,
pony.
are you
Pony.
getting
Get
it?
it. Fuck it.
Fair.
I'm getting Sword. But someone's getting it for me as a gift. I would not be buying it otherwise.
I still haven't found a reason to get a Switch.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But all the ports, Gib. So many ports. Don't you want to pay for game again?
Nope.
I know I do.
Poltergeist is pretty
got-
cute, I guess.
It is.
I like
cute.
it.
And it has a pre-evolution that's a little teacup.
Does it?
Yeah, that one's cute.
I don't see that.
Poltergeist.
Yeah, it's a T.
It was in the leaks. Oh, sorry if I spoiled it for anyone.
MLP Ponyta a lot. That's in Shield.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it's cute. I like it. What can I say?
Which
I'm a
version has
pony
Sandile?
fag.
Is Sandile even in this game? Am I going to get mad
who
now? too?
knows?
I think he's cut, but I'm not sure.
Disgusting.
They cut Scissor. And they cut fucking
And
all my
usually
favorite
Scissor
Pokemon.
is the
Alright.
one who usually does the cutting because he slices and cut with
yeah.
the HM.
I was thinking to myself, guys, Scissor, incredibly popular Pokemon. Like one of the most iconic of Bug, but he's one of the only reasons why anyone likes Bug at all, right? There's no fucking way they're
good
cutting
Bugs.
Scissor, right? No, it can't be. There's no. And then I see the big black red fucking X on his face.
You know what?
cut.
It's really a shame that,
Can't believe
that
it.
the Pokemon Company didn't have the balls to do the really hardcore move and cut Pikachu. Let's just fucking move on.
We've
It's
had
time-
a lot of fucking Pikachus. It's time to move on.
Can you
Most-
imagine if
most
they
of
just
my favorite
cut
Pokemon were
Pikachu?
cut.
It just was not there.
There was this idea doesn't make sense in practice, but I did see some fan art of Mimikyu, right? A Gigantamax to Mimikyu. It sure would be funny if, when it Gigantamaxes, it's now wearing a costume of Raichu instead of its costume of Pikachu. But nobody cares about Raichu at all. People only like Pikachu. So that doesn't actually make sense.
Even though
I think-
Raichu is
I have a feeling-
objectively better.
I have a feeling that
that
Pikachu
way.
has like almost all the shares in the company, and he's like calling all the shots.
Ooh,
Shit.
well, he's the Mickey Mouse basically of the Pokemon
Yeah.
company.
That's fair.
Yep. Well, I will get it, and I will have at least a kind of decent time, as I even do with the worst Pokemon games. I'm sure.
Why
and also
would you
I want to be
reward
part.
them?
Because I look, they're making a product, and I do want to be part of the conversation, of the discussion of the game.
What's
and
that
I
worth?
just enjoy Pokemon.
I want to
If
be
you
What is
notice
honest.
the
99.
discussion worth when most of it is people going, ugh?
Because frankly, I think you guys are slightly exaggerating how bad this game looks.
Oh no, it's fine. It's just like the same old shit, and therefore it's
I
like,
agree.
you know,
They
Pokemon,
still-
whatever.
They're still gonna
I've
have
seen it.
HMs, right?
I like Pokemon, and to be honest, I ain't
Fuck
too
it.
bothered.
I don't know.
No,
Actually,
I don't think so.
Have they removed
There's
HMs
no way
in this
they
game? I
did.
can't remember what
They
they're.
removed from Sun
I'm
and Moon. I don't
sure-
think they would.
I'm sure
They weren't in the last
yeah, well,
game,
they had
though.
something
They
even
were-
dumber.
they were removed.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll fuck it up. I'm sure they'll
True.
only do bad things.
Well, if they have the taxi Pokemon,
guaranteed.
the Corviknight, then there's no reason to have Fly. So I'm guessing, they're gonna remove it.
Well, they got the whole thing with like open world. You can sit and have a curry or whatever, and camp
Yeah.
out in the wilderness.
Traditional English
So
dish
like
curry.
fast travel might not be a
But they
thing.
might have trains.
Have you guys seen this? I found this. It looks kind of legit, but it's really bad. It's really low res.
Oh, like all the new Pokemon or something?
Oh yeah, that's based on the leaks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all the ones at least at this
Oh,
time.
Carcol.
Meh.
Carcol is the best one.
Which one's that?
I
He
hate
is
his
the
eyes.
middle is the middle evolution of the rock faggot thing. The small one looks like
Oh, yeah,
another
yeah,
one.
I see.
The big one
Oh,
looks like
I-
Rhyhorn or whatever. But the middle one is like a golem head, like decapitated, and put it on a bed of coals on like a stone slab, and he's got tiny little leg things, and he's got a really stupid expression. He's pretty good. I love how stupid he is.
The edges of his eyes are protruding. I don't like it.
I think I really like.
Have you seen the fucking apple? Are you seeing this fucking apple on the left? It's a fucking apple. All right.
I really like the snow version of.
Oh my god!
I really like the snow version of Darmanitan with its big like orb head. It's good.
Okay, I although I am keen on having Pokemon in my life again. One thing I want to complain though, like the Pokemon designs. I don't want to say like they're ugly necessarily, but they don't give me like most of the new ones don't give me that Pokemon vibe anymore. They kind of look weird.
I mean, look at fucking Impidimp and his two weird evolutions. What is that thing?
Morkrem is like a sex demon, I'm pretty sure.
The final evolution of Impidimp?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's that weird like purple one.
Oh yeah, the middle one. The middle one. More. Yeah, I don't like the green. Why did you add green? Otherwise, I would like it otherwise, but that green is just so
green
atrocious.
Screen it away. Key it out.
It's okay, guys. We've got all the original Kanto Pokemon in, so you can just use those exclusively, like you do every game.
The only ones that anyone cares about.
I know. I mean,
hey, I just wanna rant for 1 second. I hate Goldeen. I can't believe they put Goldeen in again. It is
probably to fucking kill my Pokemon with Horn Drill again. They killed
the new evolution of Corsola. The new evolution of Corsola just is the white lady from Hollow Knight.
Yeah, and it's dope. Yeah, it's dope.
It's like it turns into Sea King.
It's cool,
which is uglier. And it's a generic, boring fish in every single game. But Magikarp also is one of those, but it turns into a cool thing. Goldeen is the worst Pokemon in Pokemon.
That's good lore. It's definitely up there.
No, it gets a horn.
Seakin looks
it's
like
not just a fish.
It's got a horn. No, Ben, the horn is consistent between evolutions.
It's got a horn. Yeah.
It gets orange.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's got a horn though. It's not just a fish. It's got a horn.
We know you were hung up about horns, Ben, but other people don't have that tism.
Look, I got a horn, but you don't see me waving it around everywhere.
Well,
I'm tugging on my horn right now.
I really don't like Sandaconda. It's fucking terrible.
I really don't like Santa Claus.
These fucking images are small.
Silly snake.
I mean, I've just got. Have you guys noticed the fucking B-52, like the semi-legendary dragon ghost type of this that launches fucking dragons out of its missile launchers on its fucking stealth jet head?
No,
it's
the little plane.
Dragaquit, whatever it is, in the middle there. I don't know.
I don't like it.
I mean, I think it's fucked up, but I'm way into it.
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know.
I like that one.
I don't like the literal penguin with just an ice cube on its head. That is
just
funny.
got an
that
ice
one's
cube
that
head.
one's actually really bad.
And have you seen its
that was
alternate form directly below it with the melted head?
I'll
my
defend.
God.
I'll defend fucking Vanillux and I'll defend Klefki, but I think I have to draw the line at Ice Cube.
It's very bad.
It's an ice cube with a penguin for a body. I don't.
That's.
I mean, aside from like obvious like habitat things, what is the significance of like a fucking mascot looking?
That's like what
cube?
a fucking elementary schooler would come up with.
It really is.
Unironically, I don't.
Toxel,
I
don't
do
like it.
Though.
It's that purple thing.
Oh, it's all shit,
not
boys. We're going to hell in a handbasket. I guess I'll just say spoilers or whatever, but like, have you seen like the big mega ultra legendary Eternius or whatever?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that thing's
it
pretty
has a
sick.
Fucking city on its head.
It looks like a fucking what do they call it? An Eldrazi from Magic the Gathering, the Cthulhu fucking demons. Those are pretty sick.
It's got like two different forms. And it's other.
I want to know the lore behind that thing. What the fuck is it?
I mean, it looks
you
like
said
an
Eldrazi, and now I just want to play Magic because it's cooler than this.
It just looks like an Ultra
pretty cool.
Beast, basically. It looks like
It does.
It 100% true. 100% true. I don't know. Is there like some deep King Arthur lore about like interdimensional Cthulhu demons or something that I'm not aware of?
I guess we'll
Maybe
find
there
out
is
soon.
now. Find out in 5 days, or after you're listening to this, because it's already out. You can tell us how we were totally wrong about all these things in the comments. I can't wait.
I mean, I'm just thinking back. Now's the appropriate time. I'm thinking back to my experience of playing Sun and Moon. Core gameplay loop, good, fine. But like, I hated the like reduced number of gyms to like 4 effectively. They tried to do it with there was those like trainers that each one around the world was like the one elemental boy, but those weren't real gyms.
Sun and Moon?
Yeah, remember there were only like.
They had
there was,
the
like,
trials.
The trials.
Or
they had the
kahunas were the
kahunas in
big
each
bosses.
island.
and the baboonas,
But they
smaller
also
ones.
had the like the guys who would give you the Z crystal, like the different elemental guys who were sort of like gym leaders, kinda.
Okay, that all sucked. I don't want any of that. I just want gyms. Gyms are classic. They're good.
Well, there's definitely gyms in this one. We know that.
Yeah.
Thank God for that. Thank God for that. Just you have the perfect formula. I would buy just like a new Pokemon game of the exact same formula as like Heart Gold and Soul Silver, basically till the end of time. If you just give me new thing of the same style, because it's a fucking winner. And I love that gameplay loop. Just the way I buy every Metroidvania I can find and I play them, because I just love the gameplay
I'm really
loop.
curious as to like how this curse can end. Like people, there have been like alternative games that have come up and tried to be Pokemon
Play the fan games
that
or...
like do the things that the
Yokai
fans are
Watch.
looking for or whatever. You like better gameplay and not shit and good and stuff. But because it's
Pokemon's a monopoly.
Because it is
we
not,
need to break it
because
up.
it is not the designs that people have grown up with, and grown old with at this point.
Yeah.
They just never get off the ground. They never grab people's hearts and attentions. It's like, how are we gonna stop giving the Pokemon Company money?
Gib, I've got it.
Okay, but
I've got the
Watch
solution.
designs are kind of bad, though.
Have you guys seen fucking Mr.
People are still
Mime's
gonna buy the
Evolution?
game, though.
Mr. Rhyme? What the fuck is Mr. Rhyme?
Busta Rhyme.
Okay, but I have the solution. I have the solution to this, and here's what it is. It's that we pull a Teddy Roosevelt and we bust this fucking trust. And what that means is, okay, in the old days, there was Pokemon Red and Blue,
Now we're
right?
talking.
We're gonna split the fucking games along company lines. Certainly half the Pokemon Game Freak gets to keep. Half the fucking Pokemon you put in a separate company makes a competing Pokemon game, but you can trade between the two. And with this new system, we'll get two different games, and it's going to be the competing gameplay development styles that each game does, but you can trade between the two. And this is how we make actual competition. We could do more than two companies. We could make,
each
I don't know,
Pokemon have
we
its
got
own
enough
game.
Pokemon. It makes sense to me. This is do that, Game Freak. Sell half the Pokemon.
We just got to
or
release
something.
Pokemon Lightning Edition with all the Sonichus in it. That's it. That's the solution.
Well, that's just going to top the charts. It's not even a fair competition.
Oh boy, I sure do hate Pokemon.
I'm gonna play it. I'm sure it'll be some. I'm kind of interested to see if they've learned any lessons from the last one, or if things have gotten worse. I'm very invested in that.
I'm not
now,
optimistic.
so I'm real curious.
Everything I've seen
Me
that's
neither.
new in this game looks bad.
You can change their natures now. I like that.
That's nice. That's a plus.
Forcibly,
That's
like
fine.
time warping their backstories. Like you were never shy.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of a negative thing, because now we're just saying that like we're making it more gamey and less like personality-y, and there's a
Hey,
trade-off.
People
you
do
seen
like the
it?
gamey shit.
Have you seen the 7-hour
it's just
Omega Ruby review?
A couple times I've started and I've gotten like 20 minutes, and I've been like, I'll definitely get back to this. But
I know
kinda
what you're
just
saying
haven't.
about how like it's gamier, but like
Yeah.
he makes a pretty good argument towards the end that like okay, it's cute and everything, that like once you catch a Pokemon like you're stuck with it, but like the practical the practical effect of like not being able to change anything is basically just like, if you want a particular nature, you can get it. It just takes you like 14 hours or whatever.
Yeah, it's
But
it's
what
not,
if you want
it's
it
not
on a
great.
shiny?
Well,
That's
Well,
going
then
to take
even
you forever.
infinite time.
I think
Yeah.
the implication of the game is that you're not supposed to grind until you have the right nature. You have to just work with what you find. But people like min-maxing, so they will play the game for like 14 hours to get the right thing.
I feel like the game as it exists now could exist parallel along something like Pokemon Showdown. And I'm perfectly comfortable for like all competitive Pokemon to be played on like Pokemon Showdown or something like that. To me, I don't know.
Something like, I'm sure that like changing your natures is like a post-game thing that's not available like right away. You probably have to like grind for it at like some kind of battle arena.
Items.
I know. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you get those items.
It's probably like in Sun and
Probably
Moon.
post-game.
There was the thing that you could change a Pokemon's ability. You could switch between like if a Pokemon had two different abilities, and to do that you needed an item, and you had to earn that item in the battle arena. So it's probably something like that. It's not gonna be something that like just any casual can do. It's still gonna be something that like only like hardcore players would care about. I think it's probably good. I think it's probably good to have more options like that.
Considering the fact that it's going to be the hardcore players doing it, I mean, it's hard to object that much. But at the same time, canonically, it's like we're like changing Pokemon's personalities, which are supposed to have.
It's already fucked up.
I mean, it's a little fucked
it's already
up, kind
fucked
of.
Up.
I guess that's true.
I mean, like true. All you do, I think you give it a mint. I think that's the item, and it's a specific kind of mint. So you're just you're just giving. You're just giving them a treat, and that affects them, and just like it's such an impact in their life.
Deal with
it. I won't, sir. I won't. Well, we shall see. We shall see. Let us know, folks, what you think of new Pokemon.
I'm honestly excited. I'm probably in the very vast minority of this, but
I wonder if there's going to be a new Pokemon for Smash from this game.
I want you.
Definitely.
I want you to see. Definitely. I want you to see Ice Q's true form. Okay. This is like a larger version of what's in that.
I was thinking it looked like a fucking internet mascot thing or an Android device.
Well, okay, ignore the stuff on the left, but the two on the right.
Yeah,
these are the images from the leak.
They are.
Yeah,
it's
right.
It's
incredible.
It's a nightmare. I hate it.
I know.
It's really bad. This is really bad. Look, I know. I feel like this is on a new level from Klefki. Everyone complained about Klefki. Fuck off.
I
Klefki's
loved
fine.
Klefki.
Yeah, I like
it's
Klefki.
Cute.
Yeah,
it's cute.
But everyone hated it, and everyone hates Garbodor, and everyone hates
it's key.
Vanillux. And I just feel compared
really
to this, those don't even bear mentioning in terms of bad Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like I guess the idea, concept behind this is a penguin fell into the ice and got frozen head and different kind of head based on something. But
that doesn't make it a Pokemon. That makes it an animal in pain.
That's
what the fuck.
It's like the ice doesn't have any relation to the rest of the body, even in color. It's just a fucking penguin.
It's shit. It's real shit.
It's not great.
It might be related to the melting ice caps environmental message and stuff because
disgusting.
It
doesn't justify.
Keep politics out of my video games. God damn it!
You could have done a fucking better job with that. That concept.
No, okay. I got it. You just have a new form of Avalugg, and it's ice water, and it's just sort of drooping, and it looks like it's had a stroke, and it's in constant pain.
That makes sense.
All you need is a fucking emaciated polar bear Pokemon to show it's bad.
Ooh, we already have one.
No,
Volbear,
an entire line of Pokemon just based on the melting ice caps. You have horrifying melting Avalugg. You have an emaciated losing its fur, mangy fucking what's the polar bear? The big Cubchoo evolves into.
It's like Volibear. No, that's the fucking League of Legends character.
Okay, you know the one I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I think we literally made a better ice Pokemon in an old Drawcast.
New Drawcast.
The freezer one, right?
Yeah.
The cooler, the ice steel type.
Yeah.
The refrigerator.
Don't we already have one of those with what's his face, Rotom, the refrigerator version?
Yeah, but ours was cooler.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Ice Rotom is electric. Or wait, what form?
He's
fridge form.
Electric ice.
Yeah. Well, this was it started as a cooler. It evolved into
a fridge,
a fridge, and then it became a fucking iceberg. It just went from human size to continent size.
Sick.
Now, okay, so just despite all our misgivings about Pokemon and whatnot, now that's all true. It's dead, boys, but the spirit of Pokemon lives on. The real Pokemon game is over on PCP Minecraft server, patreon.com/PCP Minecraft. It is the greatest place. You can ride your Pokemon, you can sail through the sky, and it literally
correct me
is
if
where
I'm
Pokemon
wrong,
lives
but we
on.
will be, if you're listening to this on Friday, then tomorrow, Saturday, we will be streaming, right?
No. We're streaming before that. That's when we're recording the bonus episode, which is unrelated.
Wait, when are we streaming?
On Tuesday, a few days before this goes out. No,
okay,
Monday.
we shouldn't discuss this on the
that
show,
was
but
the
that's
bonus
not
episode,
what you said.
You clod.
That is what
it is what he said.
We will read back the transcript, and I will be vindicated.
Okay, well, never mind. Ignore everything I just said.
You will have seen a stream and come play with us on the stream, and there will be more to come. So get involved if you want.
I'm fine. I'm finding this because that's not what you fucking said.
Okay, fine. And Mage actually is looking forward, or is in the planning stages of a Pokemon tournament on the server. So we're gearing up for that at some point in the future.
Yeah, I need to work out some details. I worked out the prizes, thankfully. So
what are the prizes? I'm immediately curious.
Okay, because people were a little bit wary about getting like OP Pokemon or something like that as prizes.
Sure.
They elected that maybe I should look into giving away like statues of Pokemon, which could be doable. I just wasn't sure if I could do it on the server. And with a little bit of fiddling and stuff and Googling things, I managed to find out a way how to do it. So yeah, I'll be giving prizes like statues.
Do you get to choose which Pokemon or something?
Well, I mean,
you should have your team of Pokemon erected as statues in a public
wouldn't that be
space
amazing?
for all
That'd
time?
Be sick.
Well, if we're gonna do this monthly, which people have been actually asking to do like bi-weekly, but I said I couldn't be able to do so monthly. So no, I think like each tournament or so will have its own Pokemon as a sort of like a theme mascot or something. And that Pokemon will be the statue that you receive.
That is, we have like a pedestal where that Pokemon stands, and then next month it gets traded out with the next person's winning and like a plaque or something. I mean, that would be a great idea.
The thing is, though, with the statues, they're not the kind of items you can put in your inventory, so I'd have to place it somewhere in their claim.
I found
and they won't be able to move it.
I was wrong. You said Monday.
Hey, there you go. I'm the genius. I did it.
So it's Monday, not Tuesday?
We are doing the stream on Monday. That's correct.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And this will be long past for all you people.
No, it'll be on Monday.
Forward to more in the future.
Wait, no.
Yes.
No, it will be. It will have happened on Monday. Whoops. Okay, fuck it.
All right, enough Pokemon talk.
No, never enough Pokemon.
Let's discuss other things in our lives. What? Who's got something?
What else? What else is there in our lives other than Pokemon?
Well, there's Slime and Punishment, which continues apace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Developments are occurring. Chris is tampering in the continuity some more. My goal. No good. Now, I will never compromise my artistic vision, but part of that artistic vision, something that I find adds value to it, at least for me personally, the more of Chris's lore that I can incorporate into it, the better. So I'm eager when Chris does things or says things or says such and such about it. I'm eager to be like, how can I work this in? Because it's funny. So,
but he's making that complicated for. I mean, she is making this challenging for you, as I recall.
I have molded over. She made a She drew another card showing Chris Chansonichu retrieving Phantom Horn from the Time Void, and I was distressed by this because it wasn't what I had planned, and also because I think she thought the comic was over. I think she thought that was the end. Like that was that was the end of Phantom Horn's fate, which is so
you should have
ridiculous.
Said to be continued.
I guess I should have not assumed that it wasn't obvious. That was obvious that there was gonna be another update. Like, why would I even show that version of Phantom with the Podron horn if that was going to be what ended it? If he just had no relevance to anything and he just ended up drifting.
Because it's grimdark, dude.
I guess.
Sad stuck.
I guess maybe, but no. But it's fine. I've molded over, and I think I can work with what Chris made. Actually, just this morning before the show, before this recording, I cranked out another 4 panels and posted them, incorporating my redrawn version of that card, and we'll maybe later today there will be more developments.
Excellent.
Yeah.
By the way, do me a favor.
And also, I guess I might as well mention this. Chris did suggest that she might show up to my stream tonight, as in tonight when we're recording this, which would be really fun and really funny and cool. But who knows if it'll actually happen? But she said it, so I'm hopeful.
Does she mean like in the call or just in the chat?
She said she would be on Twitch. So, I mean, make of that what you will.
You gotta make sure to add her when you post that you're live.
Yeah, I guess
last ditch attempts to pull them in.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah,
very true.
I probably will.
But I think you'll find yourself swallowed whole, Ben, by the sheer power. Much like if you go to the Gross Disgusting audio links where I just posted the picture I was looking for of Gengar with this giant gaping mouth.
Oh my god!
Isn't it glorious? Now that's what I'm talking about with Gigantamax.
That is pretty.
I'm way into that.
That is a Mega Gengar.
I can get excited about that.
Mega Gengar is like a
his
little
hands. Look at his little hands.
He's going yes.
Get up out of the ground.
It's Mega Gengar, but just like with his mouth really wide open.
No, it's not Mega Gengar. Mega Gengar has 3 eyes.
Oh,
that's true.
And it's not. And Mega Gengar is like
he has. It's just because he has those Mega Gengar leggies. That's why I assumed.
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, maybe this is Gigantamax.
No, these are just regular
whatever.
Gengar hands sticking up out of the ground, going.
Yo, okay, I'm sorry, but while we're on this, just look at this other art
true.
I found. This would also have been a cool. dope-ass Gigantamax Gengar, but this is not real.
That.
But this
that's cute.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I saw that when I can Google things too.
All right, good work. All right, anyway, enough of that.
Yeah, speaking of,
we did
I was just gonna say I'm putting fucking Slime and Punishment up on Tapastic and Webtoon. I would really like for it to get follows and especially likes on Webtoon. And it's very hard and I hate it. It's got like 40 followers, which is like nothing, and I'm depressed.
That's pretty low.
Well, all you gotta do is say like when you update from Twitter, just say go over to the thing to read it, and then they'll have to go. And...
But a lot of people just don't do that.
A lot of people
you gotta force
do
them,
that.
otherwise they just won't. They just won't follow.
I would do that, but
the
in
whole
particular,
thing.
the thing about that is that Chris would never see it.
Yeah,
Chris would never see it if I weren't posting it on Twitter. So I'm.
What if you just post a preview of the page without the whole page and just like if you want to know what actually happened, go to this page.
You can expect only a bare minimum of effort from Chris, I think, and other people.
I mean, work.
You could do like a it's live now for people who are following, and then 3-4 hours later you post it on Twitter for Chris. Just so it's all there on Twitter as well.
Even though I have been doing more and better work than I have ever done in my entire life, for months now, my Patreon has stagnated and in fact only gone down a bit. So that's cool. That's good. Life's going great for me.
I feel that, dude. I feel that hardcore. The worst.
But you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm doing my thing. And that's it.
Fair enough.
That's what it's about.
I've been like, in terms of like public things, I've been doing really nothing, but I've been working very hard on comic things in the background.
Yeah.
I have a Vaporette to draw now. I have Red Noir to finish. Finally. I have a whole thing. I won't say, but then after that, after all that, I've got more comics and more things and more scripts and writing, and it's like, ooh. I wish I was like posting stuff regularly and being like, keeping up with stuff and engagement or whatever the fuck it is.
Engagement is good. Which you can find plenty of over on me and Digi's new channel content with frequent posting.
I was thinking, if I put up a green screen, would you throw me into an episode?
We made this specifically with the hope that we could involve you guys in various projects that would be of note to you. For example, Tom, talking about Beastars is already intended to be done at some point.
I didn't see your video about it, but I wanted to because I like Beastars.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Beastars is fucking sick.
Yeah, Tom will tell you all day.
Oh, I'm glad.
Shout out to May for dropping into my DMs like 2 weeks ago. It was like, you need to watch Beastars. Main character is you. And the first episode,
she told you to watch, huh?
She did. She was the one who turned me onto it, and then I became addicted. So
she's the one who turned you onto it, and then you got turned on all by yourself.
Yeah, the rest
is it
was
because
all
you
me,
hunger
baby.
Are you? I'm interested now. I'm kind of curious because I've seen some of the show. How do you relate to Lugosi? Do you? I mean, you are a very tall boy, similar to Lugosi.
I don't know. I didn't. I asked May like how I was the main character, because the two main characters are just like sad, not socially functioning people.
Kinda.
And I was like, I guess that's
that.
true. I guess that makes sense. And that was, she's just like, he's like tall and awkward and has like moments of rage. I'm like, yeah, that's about right.
I guess so.
Right.
He does, and he kind of looks like you a little bit. It's
I guess
the tall, thin thing, I guess. But
I'm okay being compared to Lugosi, especially as his arc continues throughout the manga and becomes fucking.
Does
sick.
he ever go beast mode and unlock his superpowers? And
Nate, I will not spoil anything, but if you think that this show is what it appears to be, you are so mistaken. It's not even funny.
People have been saying that it's. I thought it was just a high school drama. People are like, no, and I'm like, okay, all right, fair enough.
Honestly, I've been watching it, and I keep keep thinking, just like, I still don't have a feel on this show. It just, I don't know what I'm supposed to feel about it. Like, what is this? What is this show? I don't know.
Because I was so just thinking, like, it's literally just a J-drama, but with animal boys. But and it's hard for me to imagine how it's gonna not do that. But I guess it's going to.
Wait, didn't you do a content on Beastars with Digi?
Well, yes, but it was only 4 episodes long, or 3.
You couldn't get a feel for what it was about from 4?
Well, yeah. What we're saying is, what the feeling we got seemed very much like J-drama, but everyone is saying, no, you guys don't know what you're in for.
Well, okay,
so we are just like,
the show is a drama. Like, that is what it is about.
Sure.
It's just that the scope and the stakes and the scale expand far beyond what it initially seems to present.
Sure.
Oh, so it's like Homestuck.
I wouldn't know.
Shut up.
So it's like Dog Stuck. It's like Cat Stuck.
I mean, Homestuck from the very beginning was about, at the very least, all of Earth in jeopardy of. Yeah, I mean, was destroyed. Or, kind of.
It escalates real quick.
It got to like multiversal stuff though. So fair enough.
Act 1 is like a boy in his room fucking around. And then at the end of Act 1, there's a meteor coming to kill him. And from there it escalates.
All right, Gib, riddle me this. Who would win in a fight, Homestuck or Gurren Lagann? Who wins that fight?
In terms of, like, the characters and their power levels fighting each other, or, like...
we already thought too much about it. Never mind.
No, I think Homestuck would win because of Calliope.
That's some bullshit. You don't know that.
Of dead Calliope making the big black hole that would suck up.
Well, here's your problem, Gib. Calliope is a weak femoid. Could never defeat the masculine energy of God Kamina spirit energy.
She'd suck him right up. She'd suck him right down into that black hole. If you know what I'm saying.
She'd probably give him. I was gonna say she'll give him a Me Too moment. He'll never forget. But I just hope to be a part of it. All right, what were we talking about? I can't remember how we got here.
We're talking about Beastars and how it's
subscribe
sick.
to Can10 to watch our
recently.
Subscribe to Can10.
But Gib, you were saying if you could be on a green screen. Yes, and I'm curious if there's anything that you are interested in. Discussing.
I don't know whether I'm interested in discussing anything, but I have recently. My brother bought like 5 like green screen sheets a while ago, but he's never had a use for them, and we were clearing out his room. And he gave them to me, and now I have enough green screen to green screen an entire room from, all around me. And I was just thinking of, green screen is like the progenitor of creativity. If I have a big green screen, then I'm thinking, I want to film, I want to make a video now. I'm just going to sit here with a microphone in my hand in a void of green and talk about nothing in particular, and I want to film it.
Who does good work with that formula?
Power, and yet here we are, a whole room at your disposal.
Indeed.
Truly
Nakey Jakey with his writing and stuff, people like him a lot, but he generally sits on a bouncy ball in a green screen.
Yeah, I like that.
And then edits himself moving around. And yeah, it's a good thing. I like his style with that shit.
I'd probably do a combination of that sort of like top-down green screen thing, but also like the sort of stupid, if you remember all of the green screen videos I've made.
Of course.
I forget the names of them, but there's like old give and take videos where I'm just holding a green thing and I'm fucking around and saying stuff to the camera, and it's just fun. It's just fun, like keying things.
That spirit was continued into a GRPG.
GRPG, like throwing like the Final Fantasy. Yep. I just threw the green screen in the background, and that's the green screen. There's the game footage. It's really fun, it's good. Even if and then obviously the huge. Universe-shattering video, GRPG Super Mario RPG, where it's just my floating head.
Right.
Legendary.
Some people, maybe you guys, I don't know if you saw this or anything, but like on some of the content videos that Digivive done, the initial ones were in person with a green screen, but in like the later ones, the whole premise is like we green screen ourselves separately so we can kind of add them together. Digi's video quality is so much better than mine, and yet you still have people being like, or rather on one video where we actually were together that was released after this, they're like, man, this one's weird because like it's weird to see Digi and Nate like pretending to be in the same room together because now I know they're not. But no, we actually were in the same room in that video. Like, look at the fucking film. It's amusing to see. So people are fooled. See. People are convinced by the rudimentary trickery of the style. So low bar to cross for all that stuff, I guess. Oh, and I'm happy to report, folks, we have crossed the threshold where we now are applying for monetization on content.
Finally.
And the pennies are just going to roll in, baby.
Oh.
Very excited.
Speaking of monetization on content, so I had trouble when I was uploading the Ben Saint versus Digibro stream. It kept, man, I was so careful with it. I would go in and I would change the title and I would change the thumbnail and I would change the description and the tags and stuff, and I would and sometimes it kept tagging it as unfit for monetization, limited monetization, and I uploaded it and I re-uploaded it a bunch of times, and I finally got it. I finally got it so that it was not flagged for that, and then I released it, and then immediately it gets flagged. And this happened twice. This happened twice, but. You know, it sucks because it already got a couple thousand views and those were not monetized, but I applied for review and they approved it. So it is monetized now, like I wanted it to be. So I guess that's a win.
You know, I don't know if people are aware of this, but public service announcement, like just for example, the PCP. Now, the PCP does not always get monetized. Or rather, it'll get like the yellow lower monetization thing or whatever.
Which basically just means it doesn't run ads, right? Or it doesn't make money from ads?
It gets like the very lowest bottom tier ads or none at all, I think.
Cool.
I think that's the idea. So when I upload right now, we try to get the episodes done by Wednesday because the episode needs to go up Friday. And the reason we give it a big window is specifically so we have like a full day at least we upload it. It will basically always get limited monetization. We appeal it, and then most of the time in that day or two, it will get like, you know, manually reviewed, and then it'll be monetized. So like we have to build in like a day or two of waiting period for this shit, for the whole system, which I do on my channel too, and I don't know, you guys probably do on yours. It's a big fucking pain, but now that just seems to be what you got to do to make sure you get, you know, all the full money.
And it doesn't even guarantee it because you can always get re-hit later.
That's that's always true.
And I guess I will double this by use this opportunity to say, go to my channel, watch me debate Digi about Yang and Bernie and stuff. That video did I tell you that video got 1,000 views on the VOD on Twitch, which is like
you mentioned that, which is shocking.
Ridiculous for Twitch to get 1,000 views on one VOD.
Like 20 views on a VOD is like, wow,
that's pretty normal.
We're really
maybe 50
off.
For like a real humdinger.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nobody watches anything on Twitch because
people don't watch VODs as much. It's
terrible. The player is terrible on Twitch, so I don't blame them.
Okay.
And you have all that live content right at your fingertips. I'm not gonna watch something from a while ago. That's bullshit.
Makes some sense.
There was one time when I went on to like an RFCK stream, and I didn't realize that what was playing was an old stream that I hadn't seen before, and the chat was rolling, and I was talking to people as if they could hear me. You can type in the chat while it's like past history chat.
Yeah.
And nobody responds because you weren't there, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm getting flagged by everyone.
When was an old stream playing on RFCK?
It's just the thing that happens. Like if you go to a streaming channel when they're not currently streaming, it will like maybe autoplay like the last thing that was like saved. I have
never seen it do that, but
I have
perhaps
seen it do
it's
that.
True. Okay.
I mean, maybe I clicked on it.
Maybe
I
it's
can't
user
remember.
settings
But like either way, I was really annoyed at everyone, and then I paused it. I paused the stream and realized that the chat stopped as well, and I felt stupid.
Why won't everyone pay attention to me?
I just wanted a response of some kind. I was thinking of going to Discord, and I was like, wait a minute, they're talking about old shit. Oh no.
Weird.
Yep.
How very dehumanizing. Like you're making like real solid posts. You're like having a real good time with your friends, and like hours later, you suddenly realize, wait a minute, it's fake.
Nothing was real. Like I don't know why they allow you to chat unless like VODs can have.
It's strange. It's like why would you want to?
I think potentially it's like if multiple people watch the video back and they add their chat in the moment. Then it shows up if somebody watches it again. So, like, you can continually add to the chat. It's just the chat is no longer talking to each other, really.
Mm-hmm. You're just going in and adding your thoughts or something.
Yeah.
Very
yeah,
weird.
so for
You're
other people who
changing
watch it back
history.
later could see it, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if it displays separately, because you can do this on YouTube too, if you like watch back live streams. I mean, at least you can see the chat going. I'm not totally sure if you can comment or not on those.
I don't think so. I'm not sure, honestly.
Yeah, I don't
Imagine
know
if you made the mistake of sending a super chat of an old stream. They didn't even say your name on stream.
Well, somebody did cheer me while I was sleeping on stream. So.
Okay, but that was a live stream.
Yeah, it was technically live, even though I was dead.
Shit.
They were probably saying, Ben, this is we're reaching out to you from the real world. You've been unconscious for 50 years. We're trying to wake you up, but you missed it. Too bad.
Nuts.
How did you fall asleep on a stream? Did
I not talk about that? Maybe you weren't here.
You did talk about it. You got drunk.
I just accidentally, I got really drunk. I ended the stream. I accidentally restarted it. I have no idea how, but I did.
You double-clicked,
and then I just
dude.
went to bed and slept for like 6 hours in a pitch dark room. And that's what happened.
You should upload that to YouTube. You got a lot of watch time.
No,
on
I
that.
deleted it because I was embarrassed.
I don't blame you.
What did the camera show? Just like an empty chair or something?
No, it was just black because I turned the lights off.
did the people hear you snore in the background?
I don't know. I mean,
No, it's gone. It's been banned.
Some like devious man has like a bank now of Ben snore clips.
No, don't even joke about that. I don't think I snore. No one's ever told me that I snore, at least not regularly.
Yeah, same. You'll never know that if you snore or not until people.
I mean, everybody does it sometimes.
Well, people are gonna start like here's some proof. They like a black video and then just a snore sound effect. This is Ben.
Oh yeah, display that. Proof.
So that's what's up.
All right. What else is on your mind, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, speaking about that YouTube stuff, what was that? The P-score thing. I watched that video Tom mentioned.
It was fucking weird,
yes.
right?
There was this thing. People, they got a community of people. There was this video of this guy talking about it. Discovered that there is a hidden P-score that you can find. That is basically. I don't know how it's calculated, but it's definitely tampered with to
this
inflate...
is on YouTube, right?
On YouTube,
yeah.
To inflate the importance or whatever. I forget what the P stands for. I think like profitability or something,
like
something
4 or
of
5
that.
different P's that
The
they
times
average.
you-
Like you
the
rank
times
your
you
channel
piss.
on, and then average them out to give you your P score, and
Yeah.
that determines whether your ads are limited, even if you have green monetization on them or not. And shit
Yeah,
like
it's-
that.
I mean, just as one example, you've seen Munchie rack up a significant score on this very podcast on occasion. And it's-
Yeah, but like
Don't do that.
The gist of what they found was people with lower P scores, they get a green monetization ding or whatever. They're not like yellow box demonetized, but the ads they get, the rates are lower than people with higher P scores because their work is like dubbed like
less ad-friendly
less or
stuff.
more ad friendly, like less ad friendly
Right,
stuff
right.
that's still technically monetized, like the PCP, I'm sure, has lower ad rates than a baby cat channel or whatever. That is completely safe and gets exactly the same amount of watch time. It would get more money, and they found this out through looking at like inspecting the metadata of the website. And that video I watched it a week after it was uploaded. By that time, it was completely gone. You couldn't actually do it anymore. The YouTube staff were very quick to act and edit the code so that you couldn't see it. But they made a huge list of a bunch of notable YouTubers and their P scores, and of course, the very, very, very top of the list were people like Stephen Colbert, The Late Show with some fuck, this, that, and the other news thing, the BBC News or whatever. Like all these big companies that are varying levels of watch time, viewership, and subscribers, but they've all got perfect P scores, regardless of the content they post, because YouTube wants to promote them and give them money so that they will stay on the site and bring viewership to the site, I guess.
Right.
But it's shady and shitty, and I don't like it.
Yep.
Agreed.
I mean, I get it.
Well,
I get
Okay.
the reasoning, but it's just like, why'd you got to be so sneaky about it? Obviously, we don't like it when we
Yeah.
find out. You're gonna when you're gonna learn that like.
Well,
They talked
do.
Such a big game about like we're gonna be transparent with you. That was all in 2018. Such transparency. Susan Wojcicki was going all over the place saying we're gonna be so straight with you, and then we find out this, and it's like, okay, sure.
And like, you're not even surprised. You're just disappointed. You're just like, of course, yeah.
Well, let me play Hitler's advocate for a moment, as
your
I like to do.
favorite game to play.
I mean, every company is going to have some things they don't share with everybody. And we know that there's these degrees of, like a company has to decide, like YouTube. Obviously, they're going to have some algorithm for, at the very least, to determine, like, they've got ads, companies pay them to put their ads on videos. Okay, they've now got to determine what goes where. Presumably not everybody's paying the same amount. And I mean, there's multiple ways they could decide which ad goes in which place or whatever the fuck. So they need some system, and I guess this is that system in effect anyway.
I mean,
and
the literal number is not really like nobody could find out how the number was calculated exactly. It was just the fact that channels based on something were determined to be teens or for kids, suitable for kids or teens or adults. Or like there was like a scale, and you were in a number of classes. The more risque you were, the less money you would make. But it's one thing to not have the information of what your channel is deemed as, like, but it's also very confusing because some of the channels were like that they looked into were like they're seen as like teen channels. I forget the terminology, but like like suitable for teens.
That's their target audience.
Not for children. Some swear words, this or that. But the content was not like overtly anything bad. It was actually quite safe. You have to be strangely safe in order to get the super safe category.
I see.
I mean, there was maybe you could link to the video because it was pretty in depth. And I liked
let's find
the discussion. It was just sort of like, I don't know. I mean, I'm not in the YouTube game anymore, but this stuff still annoys me.
Yeah.
It concerns me. I mean, at the very least, if you're on YouTube, as I am, like you really need to know these things and watch like the creator insider videos that they release about like updates and just be aware because like, it's their platform and you're a guest and you want to make sure you are aware if your efforts are being used in the best possible ways. But this reminds me of a couple other things I heard about this recently. Like, I mean, for one, Filthy Frank's vomit cake got taken down. There was a specific reason for why it was taken down that I think like Bedhead Bernie noticed or something or retweeted. And it was like due to it being not in alignment with like YouTube's values or like something like that. It's available online. Maybe we'll see if I can find it later on. And then there was another thing. There was something about how, like, I don't know if this is manifested in any negative ways yet, but I heard some people, I think Styx, Hex, and Hammer talked about this. There's a new like degree of determining if YouTube channels are like wanted on YouTube at all or possibly for monetization. It's not quite clear yet, but the criteria for this now is specifically commercial viability of YouTube, not of the channel, of YouTube. Like, it's so seemingly the idea here appears to be that will this channel being here be commercially viable for YouTube itself? Sounds like they're being a bit of a publisher right now.
Right,
Sounds like they're
exactly.
not being free speech boys. I mean, that's fine. Make your choice, but
There's a lot of
let's
shit
not
that
have it
comes
both
with
ways.
that they're not behooving to at this point.
So, I mean, I don't know. Again, the full ramifications of that, I don't know yet. I just heard about that recently. But, well, I mean, we're just marching down the path of... I mean, again, it's fine. It's fine. Be a publisher if you want to be, but it's just frustrating to try to have it both ways.
Yeah, they definitely...
Like
it's
that.
always been about, like... They couldn't possibly explain that they are, like... they have values, because then everybody who doesn't share those values will be upset. So they have to keep everything secret and just tweak things in the background. And it's like, everyone hates that. Everyone disliked that. Stop.
Yeah, there it is. Well, just got to know that going into the game, baby. I'm aware. I'll keep that in mind as I make business decisions for myself involving YouTube going forward. Yeah, that's all there is, I guess.
Fuck YouTube.
Oh, why'd you say fuck you to me?
Because I want to get demonetized. Are you calling him a tube
as well? How rude. How very rude.
Guys, what's it all? What's the point of it all? You know, what are we doing it for?
Oh, you want to get a secret of Nims, a reason to live? You want to know the meaning of life,
right?
Okay, here's the meaning of life. It's to
play the new Pokemon game.
No.
Yeah, I forgot.
That'd be it?
Oh, we're so starved for Pokemon. We need that to live. Please inject it into my veins.
I can't wait till next week's episode where we'll talk about Pokemon again.
We will discuss it to some degree, I'm sure.
Why? Because the game will be out.
It'll be out. Yes. It'll be out. You know, things to say.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's Pokemon.
I got a Pokemon. You know, I caught one. That's pretty good. I have Pokeball.
The reason
it's just nostalgic. You know, it made me remember how I liked the other games because it was the same. 10 out of 10.
It was able to distract me enough from playing this game to remember the old games that, you know, pretty positive experience overall.
Mm-hmm. You know, the meaning of life is stupid, as a question, so I don't care anymore about it. I'm just going to live, and I'll find out after I'm dead. I don't need to think about it at the moment. I'll figure it out later.
You know, in terms of philosophical discussion, you know, was playing on stream, twitch.tv/definitely best guy ever. What was it? A Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and there was an intellectual philosophical discussion between Monsoon and our boy Raiden, and they were like, "Why do you kill Raiden? People, they don't choose their circumstances. Why do you kill him?" And he just said, "I'm gonna let her rip, baby. I'm just born to kill, and I kill to be born." Basically, an appeal to nature, which is a logical fallacy, if you ask me. But nonetheless, just do what feels good is basically the argument.
Nate's trying to make his stream out to be like it was like, you know, a deep philosophical conversation, but Nate over here is like the maestro of memes with a whole soundboard of like constant reaction sounds as this conversation's going on. So it's
I'd use them, but you guys wouldn't be able to hear them or record them. Too bad.
I've thought about like having a soundboard.
That's pretty good, right?
Just so that I can have my own lexicon of like
it's
funny
great.
sounds.
My vocabulary has expanded a dozenfold based on this meme menagerie I have at my fingertips on my streams.
Oh,
it's
now you
highly
know how
recommended.
I feel with the blobs, because my language would not be complete without including blobs every now and then.
I have one of you, Mage, in mine as well. It's you going, "She's such a normie," as famously everyone knows. It's a wonderful little clip.
No.
Oh, you know what? There was one classic internet Nate boy. You know, the other day, Michelle got a call from her boss, and the boss just said on the phone, I could hear it because it was just loud. She just said the clip, "You're a rock star," just like that. And I wanted so bad. I mean, she was, because she like agreed to like take a shift or something.
Okay.
And just said, "You're a rock star." And I just wish I had that captured because it was so fucking funny.
What's that?
I would love to spam that needlessly. It was her voice. She was saying, this is a human being she was speaking to on the phone. There was no recording.
You wanted that to be a sound, I see.
I wish I had captured that in some way so I could make it a meme sound because it was really funny. Maybe I'll use my own voice saying it here on this very podcast.
You've just got to have Audacity like recording at all times.
I wish if this was
be like Michelle. Okay, call her back and just ask, "What am I again?"
Michelle, I'm gonna need you to walk through that conversation one more time. I'm gonna be recording this time. That would be ideal. I wish I could do that. Oh well, that's life, baby.
Fuck.
I'm gamifying my whole life.
We got any more shit to talk about? You want to go to voicemails? Is it too early for that?
I'm curious if the quality of the voicemails improved since the last time.
Well, we had one last week, didn't we? Just one.
Oh yeah, we had literally one. Well, I can tell you we have 6 this time, so that's that's an improvement.
Hang on, I'm racking my brain right now. I thought I had a topic right here in my brain, in my noggin. Is it coming?
My topic is the tropics.
Is it here?
Is it going?
Hey, if you think of it, we can get back to. If you think of it, let's fucking talk about it. But all right, let's fucking go to the voicemails, and that'll take a good 2-3 hours to get through. So let's see how it goes. All right, let me see here. Okay, first one. Oh, of course, everybody. SpeakPipe, link down below in the description. Leave us your epic voicemails.
Wow,
Make them
you
short
still
and
can.
sweet, baby. Brevity is the soul of wit. I can tell you most voicemails that otherwise might have made it are just too long. They're just too fucking long, and they're not fun. A joke gets so much less funny when it's stretched out over like a minute as opposed to being 20 seconds long. Keep that in mind, folks. That is the biggest determiner.
Oh, wait,
for me, if
I
you get on
remembered
or
it.
not.
I remembered it.
Okay, go on.
It was tangentially related to meaning of life. Meaning of life is to work hard and be cool. And I have, for the past month, 2 months, I don't actually remember, I have been strictly regimenting my online habits, my internet usage, my phone, and it has been really good. I've got that schedule, I've got that lifestyle, and I think I said a while ago I was going to do like exercising. I've kept that up every other day, 20 minutes on the exercise bike, on the old
That's
leg
great.
thing. And and that's got to the point where it's like it's not even a question. I just get up. If it's like, did I do it yesterday? No, I didn't. And then I go and I do that, and I'm like exercising. So that's one good thing. Two good thing is the cold turkey thing I have. So I've made it so that because today is a weekend. A weekend is a free day, and I was planning to work a bit on the weekend, but of course I was spending the entire time watching on cinema at the cinema and playing Kenshi all day, not doing the work I was going to do. But that's okay because throughout the whole week I have been like keeping with been unable to not fuck up my work schedule. I've been making great progress on my comic things. Yesterday I drew like 5 pages, sketched 5 pages of the thing.
Nice.
And there's like
Fantastic.
yeah, it's really good. And also going to bed and waking up at the right time and having a cup of joe and
I got mine
Like
right
a
here.
real boy.
yeah, I'm a human being or something. I'm waking up early enough so that I'm like I get the early morning news and be like, oh yes, Brexit, yes that sucks. The election, yes, Jeremy Corbyn, Boris Johnson.
Oh yeah, we're past Halloween. That didn't happen, did it?
No, it didn't happen. There's an election going on now.
Oh yeah, right.
I could talk about the politics of that, but I don't think any of you know. Maybe Mage
Who
does
are
a
you
little bit.
voting for,
You
Gib?
voting Corbyn? You going for Corbyn?
I'm gonna wait until the manifesto's out, and I'm gonna actually read it before I
Seems
decide.
reasonable.
Because Jeremy Corbyn, you know, he sounds pretty good compared to all the other candidates that are out at the moment. And in terms of like who could win, it's either Boris or Jeremy, most likely. And I'd rather Jeremy just on the face of it, because the Tories there's lots of things that they do that I don't like, and it's generally like they are the party of the rich in a very broad sense. They improve structural things in the you know they do things so that they can say that they're improving like schools and hospitals and stuff, but it's usually just like schools and hospitals in certain places that are already pretty good, and that they're sort of like letting lower money areas sort of turn to dust and all the people die in the streets in a sense. And you know they'll get around to that in a while, but that's how it seems anyway. I've been keeping up with the news, and it seems like that's the Tory idea. But
that's
like
consistent with my impression of the Tory party and like Boris versus Jeremy. I have the feeling that Jeremy is the better of the two, but I don't have a lot of knowledge about it.
Yeah, I mean I don't know how good he's going to be at running the country. All I know is that people hate him, and the people who hate him are usually fat old white men in suits. So I have a feeling that he's a man of the people and not a man of the rich.
Oh, the same people that hate Bernie.
Yeah, it
Nice.
feels like that. It feels like that. But I need to read the manifesto, and if I don't like it, I'm thinking I'll read the Lib Dem manifesto, and if I don't like that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because
Are you
either the
not
Tory
going to read
party,
Boris's manifesto? Do they already have one?
well,
or
I'm thinking
something?
that in like a list that they will have one. Like in the next few weeks, they're all gonna have theirs.
I don't know
out.
how this works.
But like policy and all that. Like I'm gonna read the Labour one. If I don't like it, and I don't want to vote Labour, then I'm gonna look into Lib Dem and maybe vote Lib Dem. If I don't like that, I might look at the Tory one. And if I don't like all those, I guess I might just vote Brexit Party, because
Sure.
as much as Nigel Farage is a crazy evil man, probably a big racist, he is one of the only politicians that is really like clear about his intentions. And I was like,
okay, but are they bad? They sound bad.
Well, they're like a single issue party,
I really don't expect the Brexit Party manifesto to be appealing to me.
It should be one fucking word, right? Brexit.
Well, no, they got to have all like policies on schools and health and all that sort of stuff. But like, in terms of Brexit being a good thing or a bad thing, I've heard so many conflicting reports on whether it will be a good thing for the country or a bad thing for the country from all types of people that I don't actually know whether I want it or I don't want it. So voting Labour is like, there's going to be a referendum that they're going to do, so the people will vote, and I'll see then what I want to vote for.
Wait, what's the referendum for?
The referendum will be after the election. The Labour government say, if we win, we're going to have a referendum to put the Brexit to the people after they've gotten a better deal than the one Boris Johnson has with the European Union for leaving.
Didn't we already have a referendum on that? Isn't that like the whole point Brexit's supposed to be happening?
I know, there's been a lot of talk about like the people generally have changed their opinion, and is it right to go back and do it again without actually doing it in the first place? And people were misinformed before, people are going to be misinformed again. It's like, it's a whole big fucking mess. But like, I think at this point, a referendum would be alright. I don't think it would be a terrible abandonment of democracy, because maybe the referendum will show that people still want to leave, and then it'll be like, okay, well, we're leaving.
That's tricky business.
Did you guys hear about Bernie tweeted about this? This guy, the former president of Brazil, was in jail, and everyone says everyone that I've talked to says that he was like, that they trumped up some corruption charges to get this guy in jail, to get him out of the office so that they could elect their guy, Bolsonaro. And Bolsonaro is like a far right fucking monster, apparently. And I guess Lula, the Supreme Court just were like, yeah, we're actually gonna fix that. So they got Lula out of jail, and Bernie.
Sorry, the Supreme Court of Brazil. I guess.
No, of America.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
And Bernie tweeted about like, he's like, fuck yeah, Lula, you're my guy. And Lula was like, Bernie, you're my guy too. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, this is fucking epic. I don't know. I don't really know much about it other than that I just saw that Bernie was happy and I was happy too. That's it.
I see Bernie smile.
I hope it works out for everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, to your point though, Gib, at the very beginning of this, that worrying about the meaning of life specifically is less cool and good to do generally than doing the work and being a good boy and doing things. Reminds me of the legendary Bestie Boy video, Existentialism is a Dangerous Thing, in which I geniusly clipped Casey Neistat saying that existentialism is a dangerous thing, forget about it, get back to work. So true. So true.
Great clip.
Great
clip.
Boys.
Real editing chops put the
clip that on Twitch.
Clip that, everybody. Okay, that's all I have to say about that. All right, let's get to these dang old voicemails over here.
Yes.
Let me see here. Okay, as I said before, speak pipe, blah, 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 you know the drill. Okay, first one is, of course, from hero of the people, Racist Elmo, calling back in. Let's see what he has for us this time. Go.
I'm gonna say it. No, don't do it, Elmo. I'm gonna say it. No, Elmo, I swear to God, please don't do it, Elmo. Anything about it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the bad word. Okay, Boomer.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes, Queen.
How could anyone find that offensive?
Have you guys heard about this?
Yes.
About the Burmer being a new slur?
Yes, it's
the N-word for old people?
What?
It's not acceptable.
Like, as in, like, old people have heard about it and are now actually angry that
as in, like, people are... some people are pushing for it to be considered hate speech, to call someone
Did
boomer.
you guys see that New Zealand, member of Congress who's, like, 25 or whatever, and while she's giving a speech about how fucking, what assholes all the boomers are, like, the real boomers, like, someone's, like, heckling, and she just goes, okay, boomer, and then just keeps going with her speech in fucking Parliament.
I didn't see it, but I heard about it.
Pretty funny.
What?
It was New Zealand Parliament.
New
one
Zealand
of the members.
Parliament, you know, one of those funny states, one of those funny places.
It is really funny that they exist over there. Absolutely true. Well, what do you think, Ben? You're a boomer. You're old. You're dead. You know, what do you think?
I mean, obviously, we shouldn't ban OK Boomer because boomers are bad and we should mock them
I just
all the
think
time.
it's
Right,
pretty.
of course.
Don't you find it a tad hypocritical that after like surviving a decade of having millennial be used as a backhanded term, as soon as it comes back to bite them in the ass, like that's the new N word. You can't say
can't
that.
call me
Obviously
that.
ridiculous.
You can't say mean. You can't use that word. That's
Okay,
our
well,
word.
I'm really
To be fair-
curious who is pushing for this to be considered hate speech.
Well,
'Cause
okay.
as far as I understand, boomers.
I think people on Facebook are like starting petitions or something like that.
Like, as
Which
far as I
obviously means
understand,
nothing, but,
boomers do not even understand like social politics.
Oh, boomers are all over Facebook.
No, that's what I
that's
mean.
true.
Like, they wouldn't even understand that you could get something classified as hate speech. Like, would they?
I'm sure enough
Probably
of them
at
would.
this point. Yeah, I would think so. I mean, like, my parents are boomers. Like, certainly they would understand the concept of, well, I mean, it's different between, like, making a word hate speech. Like, that's, like, a political thing they'd probably understand versus, like, specifically banning it on Facebook. That they might, like, I don't know.
I feel like this is such a strange, like, stupid idea because boomer
is probably just being blown out of proportion as an issue.
Like, there's so many other words you could use. Like, how they can't fucking hate speech all of them. Okay, old man. Okay, pensioner.
You can't hate speech all of us.
Okay,
That's a challenge, sir.
Okay, creaky bones. You know, you could say all sorts of things.
Well, but this is the leg they're standing on, and it's caught on as a pinnacle of this ageist society.
Okay, skeleton.
This oldist. Oof, that one hurts my creaky old bones.
Yeah, they just
I mean, whatever. It's obviously fucking retarded and ridiculous, but
Dude, hate speech.
I mean, I don't like when people's ideas are dismissed based on their immutable characteristics, such as age.
Well, but
fair enough.
nobody says "okay, boomer" to someone just because they're old. They say it to them because they're acting like a boomer and they're being stupid.
They're
Because
being
they're
stubborn.
disconnected.
They're being
Goosey
stubborn and
definition, though,
old-fashioned
right?
for no reason
what
other
name?
than to be stubborn.
Don't you think that an accusation could be made, let's say, of me in this group for, like, I like to plan things, I like to nitpick, and I'm like, I need details. Is that me being a boomer? Am I going to be okay boomered by am I going to be Judas by one of this group
be.
one
What's
day?
your point?
My point is,
you're not a boomer.
That's
that I don't want to
rude.
be called it, and I will
I'm called a
destroy
boomer.
people who say things I don't like.
I am in the Teen CP fan group, and I am labeled cruelly a confirmed boomer.
Dude,
in that
you just
I'm
got-
mocked
Millennial.
day in,
Millennial.
day out by those people.
Just
It's
own
not
the word.
fair.
Own the word. Just say, yeah, I'm a boomer. What of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someday, Nate, we will be the boomers, and then we'll show these kids how it's done for real.
We're millennials.
Oh, we'll be the boomers when we were dropping the fucking bombs on
We're
their
already
communes. These
boomers.
fucking Zoomers.
We're already called boomers by the Zoomers.
I mean, boomer
the
is
word
just a
doesn't
funny
change,
word anyway.
yeah.
I wouldn't mind being called a boomer. It's funny.
We're millennials.
I know, but still,
The words just change. It's simply changed.
it's
now.
bullshit
It just
because
means-
it's. I don't like it because boomer is actually a bad thing. But it referred to a specific group of people who are bad and should be oppressed with hateful speech. And so it sucks
first
that
of all-
like people like joke that the fact that it's expanded to just mean anyone. Like the fact that I don't think it's not that I'm thinking, oh, you shouldn't be able to say it to me. I just really don't think it applies to me, but people use it for people like me.
So
Yeah.
Ben, what you're if I'm one of the good ones, then I'm not a boomer. It's about a state of mind as
why
opposed to a
would
demographic.
Well, you wouldn't say okay boomer to someone who's not acting in that shitty boomer way.
But I've seen so many people just called a boomer simply for being old
no, you
and for
haven't.
no
Okay,
other
but, like-
reason.
No, you're lying.
Okay, but listen, like there's people who get dismissed for having an anime icon on their Twitter. Like, you're not gonna, like, it doesn't matter what, like, you ban boomer, something else will crop up. You can't, people will dismiss other people based on very superficial things. It's stupid.
Well, sure, we can all agree on that.
The thing with
But
boomer
I'm saying
and,
it's
like,
not superficial. People don't say "okay, boomer" for superficial reasons. You say it when you're acting shitty. When you're acting
You don't
in that
think anyone
particular.
ever says it for
they
superficial
believe
reasons?
them acting
It's crazy.
shitty.
Right,
If they're disagreeing with whatever the other person is believing, so they're dismissing them and their points by saying,
does-
"Oh,
Okay, but
boomer."
disagreeing with your ideas is not superficial. It's not just because they're old. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's not like the N-word, which is just something you can say to someone because they're black, and it is bad for that reason. You don't use boomer in the same way.
Wait, I can say it because they're black? Okay, I've got license to say it. I'm loading my barrels, boys. Here we go.
It's not like that at all. That's my
okay, there you go.
Well, it's definitely different. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, all I'm going to say is, if someone ever calls me a boomer simply for being older than them, I will say, my big brother said you're not allowed to say that to me.
That's not really what are you talking about? That's not what I said.
No? Isn't that the point, that it's about
No, you got everything wrong.
The things you're saying?
Okay, whatever.
My only point is that it's not just about age. Aren't we agreeing on that?
Yeah, I'm saying you can
there
say
you go.
it. Yeah, you can say it.
Okay,
you can say
the
it.
thing
But
good.
my
about,
point is that
you
don't just say it because someone's old. Nobody fucking does that.
I was literally called a boomer in the Teen CP fan chat because I'm older than them, because I'm like 29.
Yeah, but they didn't mean
That's
it.
it.
If they didn't mean
Oh,
it.
okay. Oh,
They didn't mean it. They
guys.
didn't
I didn't
mean
realize
it.
you
They
didn't
didn't
mean
mean what okay boomer means.
That's the problem.
so this was
though.
all
People
jests.
will learn the word from like meme sites, and they won't know what the context is fully. And as the word gets circulated more and more, people will misunderstand its usage more and more until
Language
it doesn't actually
strikes
work
again.
as what it was initially intended to be.
yep.
Oh boy.
Nothing
it's just
means
gonna be
anything.
a phrase of dismissal of someone's points,
Well, sometimes
no
it is.
matter the reason.
Sometimes.
That's what it's gonna become.
Well,
to a degree.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Okay.
Okay, anyway,
Okay,
we
boomer.
got another voicemail here. Let's go. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. This is How Tanky is Ben. Let's hear what he has to say. All right, here we go.
Nate only likes musical mail, so here's a voicemail as a song. What are all of your hot takes on revolution in Hong Kong?
That's it.
I
That's
thought I was
the
gonna
whole
keep
message.
going.
See, short and sweet. It was fun. Good.
I've heard.
I've got no hot
I
take.
saw this fucking YouTube channel called Nathan Rich, who is this American expat living in China, who sort of like debunked a lot of the claims made by the Hong Kong protesters. I can't remember exactly what it was about, but it was interesting that
They're bound to exaggerate, as every side will.
There is
Nathan Rich.
yeah. I mean, he looks like an evil man, like a
Oh,
skinhead.
I don't like the look of this guy at all.
But there was a video that was like he was just looking at policy and like the reason for the thing in the I don't know. I remember it being compelling. It was a while since I actually looked at it.
Okay.
But
Fair enough.
worth checking out just to see what like argument there is against the protests.
Everybody's
Because
default
I don't
position
really
is going to be...
I've heard nothing
Yeah.
of this position from anywhere because no, I don't follow
sure.
Chinese media at all. So like I don't know what they would think.
Look, even if Hong Kong turns out to be 100% right, everything China's doing is fucked up, like, okay, that's fine. But I have actually never heard China's argument. I've only heard the Hong Kong argument, and I'm just saying, I'm a little bit agnostic. Seems to me probably this seems wrong, but you should definitely hear at least, like, the argument. If it's just, no, we own you, that's it, we're going to do whatever we want, then I'm like, well, okay, then, I mean, that seems a little unfair
well,
there.
if they haven't said anything other than that, then I guess that's
I
all
have
they
paid
got.
no attention. Well, maybe Nathan Rich here will open my eyes to
Because
why
there was
China
this thing
is
he
a
was saying,
benevolent
like
dictator.
the initial thing Hong Kong was built for was like a UK base of operations in case the UK wanted to invade China. They took the land
Sick.
from China,
Okay.
they built it up, and it became its own thing. And then they had like, you can't really have this, said China. And UK was like, yeah, colonialism was kind of bad. We're going to stop doing all that stuff, so we're going to give it back to you. Here's a contract for how this is going to happen. And then the year came when that happened, and it happened, and it was just sort of like it's supposed to like be to come back to China, from what I understand.
So it's not like Britain is like, no, this actually still is ours. It's that Hong Kong itself
Hong Kong
is like,
wants
no,
to be
we don't.
independent, which is fair enough, but like I could definitely see that there's a lot of case on the Hong Kong side. I'm not just suddenly saying I saw this YouTuber and I'm like a big evil man now and I fully support China. Not true. I just was interested to see that. I mean, it's quite handy to have like a Chinese, an English speaking man saying the Chinese point of view, because otherwise I would never know.
Apparently,
I think we all agree. Fuck Hong Kong. We're take it over, China.
Apparently, one of the things
you,
the protesters want is universal suffrage, which I guess they don't have.
Oh, it's because I think if they were absorbed into China, I think that they would lose the current democratic system that they have, and obviously they're kind of into that. They want to maintain that. It's hard to argue against that. That seems like a pretty reasonable.
I think the thing Nathan said was in the contract. There was no guarantee of universal suffrage to be given. So in any case, it seems like the UK was just just fucking deal with it, and they left. And Hong Kong was just they didn't like that. They wanted more out of this deal, and they're kind of getting fucked over. So
it seems like I'm reading up
that China is scary.
China is scary.
They certainly are.
It seems like China wants to do its fucking silencing of dissidents and journalists and activists thing.
Sure
it
does,
wants
Ben,
to do that in Hong Kong, and this is part of what started the whole thing.
I mean, I linked a video. Maybe if we link whatever this guy Nathan Rich's video, okay, great. I saw another video that was way on the other side about China. I when people say China's bad, I'm I believe that sounds reasonable. I actually know nothing about how China operates, but I watched one video fairly recently, and I was ooh, that's not so good, China. You really fucking over these boys. That's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
If it comes down to it,
I'll link a video.
That's the word on the street.
They banned Winnie the Pooh. That's all we need to know.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes down to it, I like underdogs, so I'm generally in Hong Kong.
Oh my god! Chinese President Xi Jinping has warned against separatism, saying any attempt to divide China would end in, quote, bodies smashed and bones ground to powder.
Yeah.
That is a quote from the president of China.
Damn.
Maybe a red flag or two with that one,
They do have a red flag.
I don't want to jump to conclusions here. It seems there could be some explanation here.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Bones ground to powder? Jesus.
Bodies
Christ.
smashed and bone. Well, I don't want that, so I guess I shouldn't support separatism.
I like the cut of that man's jib.
Imagine Winnie the Pooh smashing your body to pieces and grinding your bones to powder.
Isn't it
funny
to make his delicious honey
Isn't it
pots?
funny that Winnie the Pooh and the Chinese
Kingdom Hearts
flag
3.
are the same colors?
Very interesting
what a
indeed,
coincidence.
Tom.
Wait, which flags?
The Chinese flag and Winnie the Pooh are the same color.
Same color scheme.
True.
Well,
I guess.
Did you ever see Winnie the Pooh's label? Maybe it was made in China.
Oh,
makes sense to me.
Okay, my answer. I think I'm pro Hong Kong on this one. I think I'm coming down on that side.
This guy, he asked for hot takes, so you've got two hot takes. One, go Hong Kong,
my
and
hot
the second
take-
hot take, go China. Fuck yeah, do it up, boys.
My
All
hot take
whatever it
is see the two sides of the story at least. That's my hot take.
We can please everyone. We must.
sure
They
can.
said it couldn't be done. And they said bipartisanship was a myth. All right, let's go on to the ghost of Scumbag Chris is calling back once again. Let's hear what he has to say. Oh, wait. Last time he called in, he was just Scumbag Chris. Now he's the ghost of Scumbag Chris.
Guess he killed himself.
Yes, he did. Maybe he was in China a little bit too long, having too
Maybe
many
he had his
opinions.
bones ground to powder.
We can only hope.
Maybe he killed himself like Epstein did. Wink, wink.
Oh, of course, it all makes sense. Now there's a story I can believe. All right, let's play it. Go on, Chris. Take it away.
Nate.
Yes.
You're a piece of shit.
Oh, shit.
I tried to make an emotionally poignant finale to the Scumbag Chris trilogy.
You failed.
After you said to tell more of it, but my third voicemail was never played.
Quality always matters.
Unworthy in favor of some garbage about the dimensional merge. Better start drinking from the cup, because this is the final straw.
Oh, shit.
Now my character arc has been cut unjustly short by your hand, and I wander the PC purgatory as a vengeful spirit of vengeance. Get your shit together and start taking better voicemails. Or next time you yawn, get ready for a mouthful of ghost dick.
I guess a
scary.
current example, not a good example of these better voicemails that you're
Dude,
hoping us to
Halloween's
play. I mean,
over, Ghost of Scumbag Chris. Get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
this window was
I like
closed on this
how
opportunity.
I half-assed that voice was.
I know. He didn't even
That
put any
made it.
stank on it, which I mean reverb. That would be the way to make it easy ghost. I think we've just seen an example of exactly why your character arc was cut tragically short. Scumbag Chris. Can't even do a little reverb,
It's not the
volume
That's not
too
much
low.
to ask for, really.
It didn't
No,
need
I
reverb.
don't think
I liked how shitty it was.
Really, a scumbag to the bitter end. Appreciate that, Chris. Better luck next time, Chief. Okay, let's go. We've got next up a humble request. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Hi guys, please consider uploading your shit to Spotify or updating your Google Drive more often. Because when I want to listen to
okay.
the new PCP, there are usually 2 websites they use to convert your video to an MP3, so I can listen to it on my phone, but sometimes it doesn't work on the website for some reason. So yeah, please do Spotify.
Bad
Spotify
brother.
would make my life a gajillion times easier. I will pray.
Can we make
Okay.
money through Spotify?
Well, you can
Good
make
question.
money, but last I checked, when I tried to get the podcast on Spotify, they were not accepting podcast submissions at the time. I don't know if
Well,
that's changed.
shit.
But
Just say-
sir,
just call it an
sir,
album.
I do grind my face against the whetstone that is the internet every week to get the podcast up on iTunes, Google Play, and a bunch of other things. It's just not on Spotify because Spotify is its own thing, and it's not on Stitcher yet either. But
Well, Tom, that's
that'll
exactly why I
change
wanted
for
to
a
play
nominal
this.
fee.
Would that cost money to get it on Stitcher or something?
I don't know. I'd have to look into it.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Is
But
the
the
Google
reason I
Drive
wanted-
not up to date?
The drive is
Well,
up to
no.
date. The problem is if once it hits like a certain amount of downloads, it stops working, and that happens like almost
Yes.
instantly.
Wait, what?
That's why I wanted to
Google
play.
Drive?
It-
What?
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
Can only
Google Drive
access
is a
the drive link for a limited amount of times, which is why I keep saying, or I mentioned like last week, we should put the iTunes and Google podcast links in the description so people.
Which
can
is
just click
exactly
through to it.
why I wanted to play this, because I think I did it for last episode. Did I remember to do that? I don't know.
I don't think you did.
Don't we?
Oops. Well,
don't we
okay.
have a,
We can go back and fix that. And we'll put it in the future. We probably will stop linking the Google Drive one specifically because of this cap thing. Like, what's the point? It's not
That's
really very
horseshit.
useful.
That's the
It's
worst.
pretty dumb.
It is bad. It is bad. But if we give you people the fucking iTunes link and the whatever the other one you said, I can't remember. If they're there, then I mean that's the better option, just to use those podcast things. I don't know why we haven't been linking up to this point. So from now on, I think look for those. Those are better options overall.
We have
So-
4.7
go.
out of 5 stars on iTunes. We're doing good.
Not bad.
Damn.
Not
That's
bad.
quality. Guys,
That's quality.
Guys, I have news. We sold a first loser of Fine Purpose November shirt.
Yeah.
sold
So he's the
one
first
shirt.
loser.
Yes.
shout
There's
him out.
one loser.
I don't
Who
know
is it?
who it was.
I want to know so bad. Right into the show. Leave us a voicemail. Make it short because I won't play it.
Well,
It's fucking boring.
Tweet yourself.
Take a-
tweet a
take
picture of
yourself
yourself
a
in
picture.
it.
Please, we need that picture and tweet.
I
want to
see it. I want. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's in the mail right now, but
Well, okay, but as soon as you can. As soon as you can. We love those. We love to see the merch and the pictures
actually,
and
it
whatnot.
sold this morning.
Let me see.
Today.
Today.
The episode's been out like 2 or 3 days
Oh,
now.
I guess,
so
I guess
that's not.
I guess that's
not
not that
too
weird.
surprising.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Anyway, just wanted to
Ooh,
let you all know
fantastic.
that the system works.
Indeed, it does. And I just want to know so bad, who is the first loser of Fine Purpose November?
Yeah.
Who could it be?
And so far,
Who
the
has
only
found no
one.
purpose. He's got the title and the crown.
I'm glad that everybody who was considering buying the shirt now will know it. For them, it is a lie, and they are not the first loser anymore.
That's true.
No.
Well, now to be fair, just because you bought the shirt, that doesn't mean that you, like before this person, didn't in your own way lose Fine Purpose November first. So you'll have to, but at a minimum, you're gonna need to buy the shirt.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
compete.
buying the shirt.
So you really need to get on your game
You don't
and buy
lose
the shirt already.
Fine Purpose November by buying the shirt. That's not what does it. It's already
It's just a mark.
thing about
So
you.
wait.
It's like the mark of Cain.
How do you fail? You have to not find a purpose in November.
You have to be certain
I think
that
to-
you will
to
not
say
find
I was
purpose.
the first loser. You must have disqualified yourself from possibly finding purpose.
For the whole month. For the
Yes.
whole month. That's right.
Demonstrably.
And that's up to you. I'd love to hear the story of how that was
Yeah,
done.
how
sir.
did you
Please let us know.
lose Find Purpose November?
good.
Citizens. Cool.
All right, next voicemail. We've got, let me see. This is Lil Bobo Spittin' Facts Freestyle. Okay, are you ready for this? Get ready for some straight facts from Lil Bobo. Okay, take it away.
More
Go.
gay facts, please.
Yes.
Epstein didn't kill himself.
Good. All right.
Nate is losing games.
No. No.
Mage is a female.
Right.
There it is.
Gib is probably a creep in real life. Ben is straight up writing fanfiction.
No, come on.
Munchie has bad taste in energy drinks.
I don't like it. End it. Cut it off.
And I love it.
There you go. All right.
It's not
what did he
fan
mean?
fiction. It's a social experiment.
Yeah, it can't
Right.
be fan fiction if it's canonical.
Yeah, which it all is.
That's yes, and
It's
also
fan fact, everybody.
that's right. It's not fan fiction. It's fan fact. Perfect. Put that on a fucking shirt. That's genius.
good.
What did he mean? Say like I'm probably a creep in real life.
Now, notice how
I
he
don't know.
couched that in probably. It's this fucking wiggle
what
words
a
and
coward.
shit. I thought you were spitting facts,
Couldn't commit to
man.
the bit.
Yeah, I mean it's not a fact.
See? Pathetic.
But also,
A
like, on what basis is this made?
I don't know. Who can say, man?
Nah,
Could be
I don't like
anything.
that. I don't like this guy spitting at me.
That seems like a creepier thing to do than whatever you do.
Ooh, damn.
He's got to
True.
justify himself.
Yeah.
Defend
yeah,
debate us. Debate us on
Call
stream,
back in.
coward.
I want more freestyle defending your claims here. Give us more hot freestyles,
The
dude.
burden of proof
We're
is
kinda
on you.
beatboxing. It's true. It's very true. Oh, those wiggle words disgust me.
Wiggle
but,
worms.
okay, we just-
Worms.
wiggle worms.
No,
Oh,
I,
now those.
the wiggle worms
not a
do not
fan.
disgust me at all. More, please.
All right, we've got one more voicemail. Now this is Mozilla Fennekin on voicemails. He's got some information to deliver about voicemails. So let's give him a minute and 12 seconds to see what he has to say. Okay, take it away.
A piece of advice on how to get your voicemails played on the PCP from the actual god of voicemails.
Oof,
the god of
call
bad
out.
voicemails, that is. If you have like a joke or a skit that you want to do, maybe just think about it for a day or two before actually submitting it. You know, the whole reason why I did the human core thing is because I thought my answer of bathrooms was funny for like 30 minutes. And so when it came time for me to actually follow up on that, I didn't think it was funny, but I, had to follow up on it. I was fucking trapped. So I did it anyway. And now I'm trapped here in this prison to rot forever. Don't be like me. Be funny. Be creative. Do something interesting like this.
Yes.
Amazing.
There you go. Oh wow.
I'm supposed to be saying the N-word.
You have been banned from the Mickey Mouse Club for inappropriate behavior.
I was about to say, don't listen to this guy. This is a bad email. This is a
Right.
bad voicemail, but he saved it. He saved it at the end.
He saved it at the end. Good work.
What's
See,
the
that's
Mickey
commitment.
Mouse clip from?
I don't know, but
Sounds
I want
like
to
sounds
know.
like the voice of Mickey Mouse himself.
That might have been him. Maybe he's been calling in all along, pretending to be Mozilla Fennekin, but really it's been Mickey Mouse.
No,
the
Mickey
whole time.
Mouse sounds more like,
How you
hey,
my
happy days are
paisan.
yours and my. Okay, all right.
Let me get some of that gabagool, Goofy. Hey,
Hey, I'm
Mamma
walking to
mia.
eat my New York style pizza here.
Where's Mickey from? Is Mickey like from the deep south?
He's from the
you know?
fucking sewers.
think
He's a
so.
rat. He's a fucking rat.
Oh,
The sewers.
dude. Fun. Totally unrelated story. I
Sweet
had
Mouse,
close
maybe?
encounter with some rats yesterday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I did too. At a taco stand, we just saw a big, delicious-looking rat run under the taco stand as we were
Delicious
getting some
looking?
tacos.
They were delicious
Ooh,
looking.
it was great.
I
yeah,
saw.
go on. What
I
do you
saw.
got?
I was out. We went to. I was with Munchie, Kazi, and Kibun and Fat Yoshi from RFCK, and we went out
good.
to a boba tea place, and I was standing outside, and I looked at the
Mm-hmm.
trash can, and one rat just crawled up the trash can, and I realized there was a second rat already there, and the two of them just like hung their heads over the lip of it, looking into the trash can, and then someone walked by and they scattered, and then I was like, hey guys, check it out, I saw some rats in this trash can, and they all went up to the trash can, and then like more rats like exploded out of it, and they all like fled, they all like started running and screaming down the street, and I was like, what are you guys so worried about? It's just rats. They're just mice but big.
These are my people. Do not be afraid. Embrace them as you do me.
They were fine. They were cute. I like them.
Rats are cute. I love rats.
Yeah,
the rat at the taco stand was pretty cute. He was a good boy.
Rats are smart and cute, and I love them.
I've seen the rats of Nim. They're they're as smart as human beings, as I understand it, if not smarter.
It's crowd pleasing.
Because they know there's free food in those trash cans. They're not wasting time earning it to buy it. They live off the teat, as any wise individual would do.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm with it.
There you go. Thanks,
Mosel
Pelican.
No,
voicemail.
wait. Hold on. Rat idea. I just remembered.
Rat idea. Yeah. Okay.
I've seen a rat recently too. Well, not too recently, but the last time I was in Burger King. I think that was like a while ago.
Oh no.
We were just eating burgers, me and Vider, and I looked out the window and we saw a little rat scurry away with a little packet of ketchup in its mouth.
Aw, that's cute.
It was adorable.
A feast for a king.
That's pretty
I love
cute.
You know, this whole like equal distribution of resources thing, like I can get aboard with it to the humans to a degree, but what about the animals? We got to distribute our resources to the rats and the pigs and the cows and the chickens.
No, we have to
not fair.
We have to exclude someone, and I think they're it.
We have to. We all know that human nature requires an underclass to step on and make feel worse than us.
Baseline level of bigotry, and I think we found our marks, ladies and gentlemen.
I think we've done it, boys
Mouses.
and girls. Hashtag animal racism. We're doing it.
Yes,
all right.
please.
Thanks for being here. Hey, thanks for all the voicemails, everybody. Appreciate those. Those are good. Leave more at the SpeakPipe link in the description. And give us money for all the hard work we do here on the show at patreon.com/PCP. Wait, the Procrastinators. Yeah, you know the one. Link below. Yeah, Gabe, what's up?
Mouse, mice, rat, rice. Really makes you think.
Chinese?
Really
Chinese rice?
Really gets the old ticker ticking away, if you know what I'm saying.
Twitter.com/P. What is it? The Procrastinators. God, I'm fucking it all up today. Yeah. You know, we do things there, updates and whatnot. Follow us there, information, etc. And anything else? Buy T-shirts. Find no purpose in November and prove it by buying a fat ass T-shirt for your fat ass body.
I recommend
and also just be
the
cool.
V-neck.
There you go. Mm-hmm. And I guess that's all there is to say about that. Let's keep it short. You know, why drag it out like the Jepstein murder investigation? No. Just call it quits right here, folks. Let's just wrap this thing up and send it down the wire.
Why drag it out like it's fucking protests? Like, for fuck's sake, what happened
to
Hong Protocol?
Kong, just submit. Just submit already.
Like, quit making a ruckus, okay?
Yeah. We got trades to make. We got Bitcoin to invest in. I don't have time for this human capital stuff to worry about.
Hell yeah.
The only capital I care about is Cincinnati, the capital of Ohio, where I live. Yeah, there you go.
Why riot? Why riot for suffrage when you can just vote to get it? Oh wait. Oops.
That's what I thought. All right, we'll see you next week, everybody. Have a good week. Bye.
Peace out,
Bye.
nerds.
Bye-bye.